These are the new MacBook Pros. Yep, 3 different models. Isn't my job fun? And while I have indeed enjoyed my time these past few weeks testing them, I have to say, these aren't quite the MacBook upgrades I had in mind. Probably the most contentious thing for me is the new Touch Bar. You may have read about it. It's a touch-sensitive OLED strip running above the keyboard where the function row used to be. There, you'll see a changing set of icons depending on what you're doing. Emojis and messages, checklists and notes, favorites in Safari. You get the idea. I actually find all of that stuff pretty useful, but I have a couple complaints. First off, it now takes 2 taps to do something like adjust the volume or brightness. It would be so much easier to have, a physical button I could press to do that. Luckily, you still get that on the entry-level 13-inch Pro, which does not have the Touch Bar. Also, out of the box, the Siri icon sits right above the Delete key, which means there have been many times when I meant to hit backspace and instead summoned Apple's virtual assistant. Apple does let you customize the order and selection of shortcuts, but even so, there's always going to be something above the Delete key for you to hit by accident. On the plus side, the Touch Bar does contain a Touch ID fingerprint sensor, which I've found handy for both logging in and making iTunes purchases. There are some other changes too that I'm not sure are for the better. The keyboard is much shallower, similar to what you'll find on the 12-inch MacBook. It's actually more comfortable to type on than it looks, but I still prefer the cushier keys on the last-gen model. You'll also find fewer ports, just 4 USB Type-C connections and a headphone jack. No memory card reader, no full-sized USB ports. The one advantage is that you can charge the laptop out of any of those USB-C sockets. But otherwise, you'll probably need an adapter to continue your existing workflow. And that's not cool. Also not cool, the battery life is shorter than on last year's model. Last year's 13-inch laptop was rated for 12 hours of iTunes movie playback. This year, it's 10 hours for both 13 and 15-inch models. In most of my battery tests, I actually fell short of that 10-hour mark. What's more, you've got competing machines like the new Surface Book that can last through 16 hours of video playback. That about covers the things I don't like. Now for the good news. Both MacBook Pros are thinner and lighter than before and have a smaller footprint. The 13-inch version in particular now weighs about as much as the MacBook Air. Both machines also have brighter displays with a wider color gamut. Their trackpads are bigger too, especially on the 15-inch model. Under the hood, performance is all around faster, with the disk drive in particular said to be capable of read speeds of up to 3 gigabytes per second. Oh, and the audio quality is surprisingly great too. The best way to describe it? It sounds more than ever like the person singing is in the room with you. There's just very little distortion here. Basically then, the new MacBook Pros are nice, but they're not quite the pros I was waiting for. My ideal MacBook Pro is actually a combination of this year's and last year's model. Give me back my function buttons, USB ports, keyboard, and longer battery life, but let me keep this lighter design, the screen, the audio setup, and the trackpad. Capiche, Apple?